So we've just come into the little town of Youngsville, North Carolina. A little town, city. I think it's a town, I'm sure. Not that big. Kind of on a little outskirts of it, on a little country road. We're headed up to the Custom Dynamics factory here in hopes of that they'll sell me a flasher kit for my brake lights. So we'll see. Not sure. If not, it will still worth the ride. We've had a gorgeous ride. Temperature's still hanging at 76 degrees, and we moved up now. We're about 368 feet in elevation, and we've taken the country roads, been in the shaded tree area most of the ride here. Been beautiful. But interested in coming up here and seeing what the actual factory looks like. I'm looking at it online. It's not don't look like it's a super huge building, but I think it said, I read yesterday that they have been in business since 2002. They made quite a few lights, and I know I've had several of their products, and they have an excellent warranty on them. So I think a lot of other people run Custom Dynamics lights as well, from what I've seen on YouTube. I know Michaela 7, I think he had them on his bike. Gemma, I think he called it. He had her on. He had that bike lighted up. From my understanding, I never got to see it in person, but I think everything on there was Custom Dynamics. I may be wrong. It says we're about half a mile from the location. How many miles have been since we left home, big dog? It's been 100 miles. Actually, that's it right here. Custom Dynamics. Don't have a big sign up. I'm assuming they may not sell me anything, but worth the ride, and we'll go in and see. So anyway, here we are, folks. I'm going to cut it off right now and walk in and see what they tell me. Hey, so we out here at the Custom Dynamics factory. Stopped in hoping to buy my strobe flasher kits, and didn't call, just wanted to ride up here anyway, regardless if they'd let me or not. But they are going to let me. As a matter of fact, they're coming out with them now. This is hey.
Hey.
You mind if you're on camera?
Oh yeah, it's all good.
How you doing?
Let's go.
This is the man that's going to hook me up with the strobes. We're at Custom Dynamics, and I run a little small YouTube, just a small channel.
Oh yeah,
and
good deal.
So yeah, they were nice enough to. They don't have a showroom here, so don't come up here trying to look. But he's nice enough to. He sold me a set of strobe flashers for me, and very thankful for that. So we'll get them loaded up, and I'll get back with you guys later. Thanks. All right, so we're about to leave Custom Dynamics here in Youngsville, North Carolina. What's up? We were able to get my strobe kit, and now I'm headed. We're gonna head back kind of east over into the Garner, North Carolina area for some lunch. Showing GPS is showing that we're about an hour. Hour and 5 minutes from there. So we'll get a little bit of ride out of Youngsville, and then I'll cut it off until we get closer to the lunch. It's pretty nice of them to let us in. They said they don't have a nice showroom or anything, so that's kind of why they don't sell or have, sponsor out that you advertise, I guess I'd say, that you can purchase from the office. Let's see if I can pick my dad up. I lost him on the comm here. Did I get you back in?
Yeah.
All right. I got the camera rolling. We are rolling out of Youngsville. Gonna make our way over toward Willow Springs, toward McKaylee Sevens' stomping grounds over that way. But they were nice enough to let us in once again. Got my strobe kit. He came out and met me. Actually, the way that worked, I ended up having to, I called him and I actually paid over the phone and did everything just like if I was at home. And then he had everything in stock, and he went and pulled it, got it together. Took him maybe 3 or 4 minutes at most, and he came out in the parking lot and met me with it. So pretty cool. So hopefully now I can get them on before the West Virginia motor vlog trip, which is next. I think I'm pulling out next Thursday, as long as the weather permitting. Looking forward to that. So get there and get to meet some of the guys that I've never met before, and maybe they can teach me a thing or two. I know I got to get my video and material a little better. I'm a little slow. My wife told me, she said, you got to be more aggressive. I'm just from the country, and old country boy, I talk kind of slow, got a little twang. But anyway, so I'm gonna cut it off here, and I'll do some more footage a little bit later. All right, so we made it here to Charlie's Barbecue and Grill, and we'll go ahead and see if we can get us something good to eat. Had a good little ride from Youngsville. It was about 45-50 minutes. It's a beautiful day. Go ahead and get us a bite to eat. All right, I'm so full now I can't even hardly walk. Just got through filling our bellies up here at Charlie's Barbecue and Grill, Willow Springs, North Carolina area. I was hoping to get McKaylee Seven to meet us up here for lunch, but he had some prior engagements that he couldn't miss. So it was just me and Big Dog had lunch, and we're getting ready to now start making our way back toward home. Since I added these 21-inch front tire and stuff, it gave me about 2 inches of ground clearance, and so I've got me a wooden 2x4 block cut, because if I don't, it leans over so bad it puts a lot of weight on the kickstand. I've even put a longer kickstand on, and that didn't help much either. So that's what the block is for. We're about 2 hours from the house, but I think we're gonna ride about an hour and a half. By that time, my food will have settled, and I'm gonna take Big Dog to a creamery called Simply Natural Creamery in Ayden, North Carolina, that he's never been to. All homemade ice cream, dairy farm, make it all scratch right on site. While I'm getting fat, I just will get fatter. I'm not looking forward to pulling out of here, because while we were inside eating, they're doing road construction here, and of course, the road we got to pull off on, they just got through spraying sticky, tacky tar to the ground. Get my GPS up going here. I really hate to have to get on that stuff, but if we do, we do. You ready?
Yep.
All right. Big Dog says he's ready.
Ready to roll.
Let's see what this guy here says. Well, it depends. Have I got to cross? Can I stay on the right all the way up, or have I got to get on this stuff? All right. What I'm gonna probably do is go out of here and make a left then. All right. Yeah, we're going to get on this stuff anyway. Okay. All right.
We're going to cross that stuff.
Well, you ain't got no choice. You got to get it on up there either way. So just drive straight across and then turn out. There you go. It wasn't too bad.
Look good on this white.
Do what? Yeah. Yeah, get tar all over that white. There are a few little rocks coming off. That'll just give you some more tackiness to go around curves with.
Yeah, right.
Sometimes you got to do what you don't want to do.
Yeah, I hear the rock slapping my fenders.
Yeah. Looks like we got about 64 miles before we get to the creamery. Hour and a half, hour and 22 minutes. Getting a little warmer out. Temperature now is about 84. Still not bad as it was yesterday. We're up here not far out of the Raleigh, North Carolina area. It seems like everywhere you go up here there's construction, people building, and more people moving here. Getting bigger and bigger. So I'm excited about getting home now and trying to get my strobes on.
I'm more excited about the ice cream.
Yeah. As good as it is, it's something to be excited about. Mr. Charlie's back there, so of course the guy that owns it, his name is Mr. Charlie. Super, super nice guy. This is the second time I've eaten here. McKaylee 7 actually is the one that turned me on to this place a few months ago. Both times so far has not failed to be very, very good. He was just telling us, Mr. Charlie sat down with us probably 10 or 15 minutes ago while we were eating. And so he was retired out of North Carolina Highway Patrol. He was a patrol officer for 40 years, I think. And while he was a patrol officer back in 1974, a good friend of his had a barbecue place, and he worked there on his days off. Smoking barbecue, cooking, learn the ins and outs of barbecue. And I'm gonna tell you, whoever taught him done an excellent job, because it's almost second to none, in my opinion. But so anyway, he worked patrol officer, and when he retired, right here to the location that he moved, a few miles down the road from where his barbecue restaurant is, he decided to, he told his wife one day that they were opening up a little strip mall, he said, and that he was really considering opening up a barbecue place. And she said, have at it, I don't want any parts of it. So he said, but so he did. He's been there 12 years now. And if you're anywhere in the area of Raleigh, Garner, Willow Springs, North Carolina, anywhere in that area, I highly suggest going and checking it out. Definitely won't be disappointed. And the portion size is all you. I had a brisket sandwich on Texas toast with fried squash and baked beans, and I'm absolutely miserable at this point, at least for the next hour and a half. Then I'll be ready for ice cream. So I'm gonna cut the video off for now. Time I added on with everything else, so yeah, kind of long video. So I'll give you some more footage when we get closer to the creamery.